Assalamualaikum and hello. Hi guys, I'm going to introduce to you a mole fraction in this video. Mole fraction, the symbol is capital X, is the ratio of the number of moles for one component to the total number of moles for all components present. If you take a look here carefully, this is the formula where you want to find out the mole fraction for component A. You have to determine the number of mole for A over the total number of mole for all components in the solution. So I can emphasize in terms of symbol, XA, mole fraction for A equals to mole of A over total number of mole. For your information, mole fractions are independent of the temperature and it has no unit. And then, the total mole fraction in a mixture or in a solution is always equals to 1. This is referring to the denominator of the formula for mole fraction. And if the solution consists of several components, you have to understand all mole fraction for all of those components equals to 1. And the mole fraction is always smaller than 1. So if you got the value more bigger than 1, there must be something wrong with your calculation. So let's try one example, example 13. I want you to calculate the mole fraction for CuCl2 in the solution. Prepare when you dissolve 0.30 mole of CuCl2 in 40.0 mole of water. So I have several components here which are CuCl2 and water. So both of these are dissolved to make up as a solution. So I will calculate based on my formula the mole fraction for CuCl2, and I got the number of moles for both of those components. Put into the formula, you will have 0.0074 as your mole fraction. So this is the final answer for the mole fraction of CuCl2 without units. Let's try another one more example. I have example 14. What is the mole fraction of CuSO4 prepared when dissolving 30 gram of CuSO4 in 200 gram of water? So in this case, first thing first, you need to determine the mole fraction of CuSO4. But do you have the mole? Not yet. So you have to calculate the mole of CuSO4. So I will calculate the mole, which will be 0.1875 mole. Next one, you got the next component, which is water, but the value here in grams, so it is a mass. So you have to determine the mole of water based on its mass. You will have 11.1111 mole. So both of these are the components for you to determine the mole fraction of CuSO4. So I'm going to put all those values inside the formula. So I will have mole fraction for CuSO4, which is 0.01659 without units. So this is the final value for mole fraction of CuSO4. So I'm going to leave it try this 5 for you to practice. Please do this exercise and make sure you understand how to calculate the mole fraction. So that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!